Welcome to the podcast, Appetite for Distortion, episode number 348. My name is Brando. After the first Guns N' Roses show of the year, I got to do the first Guns N' Roses fan review episode of the year. So I'm excited. Before we get into my usual spiel and explaining what the episode is going to be about, let's introduce two people. First, we got Gabriel. Gabe. What do you prefer? Do I call you good?
No.
Is there
no problem? No problem. Gabriel, Gabe. No problem.
I want to make sure because right now, where are you right now? By the way,
I'm in Portugal, Lisbon. But I'm from Brazil. I'm from Rio.
I mean, unbelievable. We're gonna get into all the travel because that's why. And people who listen to my podcast know that I'm just not very well traveled. So if I didn't know if it would be Gabriel or something like very, like something sexy instead of Gabriel. So
in Brazil is Gabriel.
Okay.
But no problem.
Cool. And I won't say it as well as that. So Gabriel from Brazil, who is in Portugal, he runs a very cool Twitter account, All Cautions. And he started it when Hard School, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we started it when Hard School was being like sound checked, right?
Yes.
And it was just like, when is this song going to be played?
Yeah, but I thought it was get played early, but when it gets longer, I was too nervous, anxious, and oh, damn, sorry.
Your phone, it's okay, because right now, Gabriel, he's so nice to us because, again, we're all different parts of the world. This is how we're incorporating everything. I told these guys about this before. He's in a hotel because he's traveling, seeing Guns N' Roses. So is William. You're also in a hotel. I'm going to bring you in also, but you're in your room. You're not in a lobby because you're going to be traveling in a few hours. So we're catching you, settle down. So
I'm traveling in a few hours back to the airport and back to Finland.
And and where are you right now in your room?
In Lisbon.
Lisbon. And you're not from Portugal either. Where are you from?
No.
You're from Finland.
Yes, exactly.
And here I thought I was a big time cool guy going just from New York to Texas to see Guns N' Roses, or New York to Ottawa, Canada. Those are my further. But so forgive my ignorance. That's kind of where I'm going with before we go into the review.
Texas is still far from New York. It's a good flight.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't know the geography of it. So if I get things wrong, I'm just a dumb American. So just as long we all know that. And also that being said, and then I'll shut up and I'll let Gabriel and William tell their stories.
Finland's closer to Portugal than Brazil, right?
Really? Who's closer?
Yeah,
so Gabriel's closer or William's closer?
I'm closer.
William's closer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I get a plane like 11 hours, something like that.
Yeah, my flight is like 5 hours.
Okay.
5
hours for you, William, and then 11 hours for you. Wow. Oof, I mean, that's brutal. That's dedicated. I've never traveled that far. I mean, I've traveled 5 hours, but not 11. Not 11 yet, Gabriel. And that's a goal of mine, and a goal of mine, which is why I'm really going to love this string of fan reviews, is to be able to experience a show in a different environment, climate, part of the world. Something that Texas is cool. Yeah, it's far, but it's not Portugal. It's not Spain. It's not Finland. It's not a really unique place for me. But again, before we go into anything, because I love the fact that Gabriel and William are giving me their time today, and these guys are so smart that English is not their first language, and they understand it, they speak it, maybe broken, and that's okay. So what I've done today, because it's not like I speak English great, I'm okay. I put in my fake tooth, so if I'm lisping, Slashes sells seashells by the seashore. I'm
absolutely fine.
Thank you. So we all got a little accent going on today. That's the point. So let's start with Gabriel, all cautions. And, going back to your Twitter accounts, if you don't like setlist spoilers, I'm sorry, don't follow all cautions. But I love it. So you were so take us through, I guess. How was the travel? 11 hours. Was it boring? Did you see any other GNR fans?
On the airport, not, but in the day of the show, there is a lot of GNR fans in here in Lisbon from another country. But I don't generally I don't speak to people even with a Guns N' Roses fan. I only walk away. I say I like your shirt, but don't get through it. But on the plane was boring because I only watch films. I can't sleep on planes. I saw again How I Met Your Mother for 11 times, and the funny thing, was a connection flight. I lost the first one. I thought I almost not here today, you know?
Okay. See, that's the risk in traveling, because it's always not going to work out. And while you guys both experienced the first show, it shouldn't have been the first show. The first show was supposed to be in Florida, and I feel so bad for those fans that traveled all the way to get it canceled. Just terrible. So yeah, that's the risk that you take. And Gabriel, are you just are you like me, just like a shy person, and you just like, hey, cool, Guns N' Roses, and you just
I'm a shy person. in real life, but in Twitter I saw the account to, I don't know what I was thinking about. I always like to be in Guns N' Roses world. In Brazil, I have a website back in the time, and I always give updates. I don't know what pronounced Jarmo. I don't know. He's from Finland.
Yes.
Jarmo. Yes.
Yes.
Jarmo always give us update, and I translate to Portuguese back in the time and put the update on the forum, Guns N' Roses forum Brazil. I always like this. So I always not the same show. I love this band. Some critics sometimes, but I really want to be something. I want to read. I really want they play new songs. Absurd, so hard school, and I don't know. I need to help them play, but I don't know if I help or not. But I was really anxious about this. This band is all my life, you know.
Have you seen them before? Have you seen? I'm assuming have you seen them in Brazil before?
Yes, like yesterday was my show number 6.
Okay. Okay, I think I've been to 7.
And I will be in Rock in Rio too. So 2 shows this year.
That's amazing. So you know what? Those are what you've experienced, Gabriel. Those are benchmarks for me. I would love to experience Guns N' Roses in Brazil and Rock in Rio. Just those crowds look amazing. And so to kind of balance both of you guys and William, so he's not just, I appreciate, I don't want to just be sitting here with your. Oh, is that why use your illusion hat? Can I?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yep. Nice hat.
Is that vintage or is that new?
No, it's from the last year when they had the 30th anniversary merch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what made you travel? Because they come to Finland. I know it's not often, right? But so, what made you travel 5 hours?
Yes. So they are not playing Finland this year, and I absolutely wanted to go. And originally, when they announced the European tour, I bought tickets to Prague, and then it got postponed. And last year, I was like, I have a little bit more money saved up. I could go to 2 shows. Like, which show to go? Well, where's the best weather? Where's the best crowd? Well, Portugal checks out. So I decided to go to Portugal. And also, I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. So I would travel to Madrid this Tuesday to see the Rolling Stones in Madrid.
Wow.
And because they were playing Madrid 3 days before I'm going to Lisbon. So I should make the trip one big trip instead of just going to see one show.
Instead of saying when in Rome, when in Lisbon, right?
Yeah. So I did that, and that was awesome, the Rolling Stones. And then here on Friday, yeah. And I'm going back in a few hours, yeah.
And do you traveling by yourself, William?
Yeah.
And Gabriel, you too? You have to unmute.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, I have my mother and a friend.
You're traveling
because because we came to Portugal meet family.
Oh, okay. I was like,
so-
is your mom a big Guns N' Roses fan?
Yes, she don't know English very well too, but she likes a lot accent.
Okay, that's very cool. Yeah, because the traveling is again a big part of it, and who you're with, and I kind of admire those who travel by themselves. You know, I do admire that. And so Gabriel, you're the only big Guns N' Roses fan then, with your mom and the friends. So is it kind of like you're in a way like did you go to the concert by yourself? Was your mom there?
My cousin too.
Okay.
And his friends, my cousin's friends.
Okay.
They not big Guns N' Roses fan, but they like a lot.
Okay. Okay, cool. So what I like to ask is how early, I guess, where were you both seated? Like William, where were your seats?
Gold circle. I was right in the middle between Frank and DC's spot, and maybe like 12 rows. So really good seats. Well, where I filmed the video that I sent you there.
Yes. So if you would like to check,
It's the best spot. Axel goes a lot there.
And if you want to see that video, because as we're mentioning, Twitter handles, all cautions for Gabriel and mine, the AFD podcast. It's interesting. So last tour, when I shared my own video of Absurd, my Twitter was taken down, and I'm basically in a quicker amount of time back to the amount of followers that I had. So I'm just trying right now, William. I shared your video of Reckless Life. So far, over 3,000 views, not taken down.
I hope I won't get you any trouble.
Everyone's sharing videos. I mean, it's amazing. Gabriel, I was following, because obviously I was not in Lisbon. I was following your feed for everything, Gabriel. You kept tweeting not just the set list, but videos. And
oh, there's a kid here. Sorry.
It's okay. Sweet child of mine. It's okay.
I was trying to not type wrong, sorry. But I was get a lot drunk that I like really beer. So, but I post like 10 minutes ago some videos my friend's mom record, so I put it on. It was the best angle. She was behind us.
And
where
were you again? Where were you? Where were your seats?
I was in the pitch. Far pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, very, yeah.
But I stay right. There was the stage here and the bar here. I was like in front of the bar behind front stage too. Was a good seat.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect if you just want to drink and have a good time. Which is the point. So, Gabriel, keeping with you, what songs were you looking forward to most hearing? Like, and are you that fan? Because again, you got Hard School. That was that was the song, and I was lucky to be there in Baltimore when they finally played it.
Yeah, I remember. I was so glad to you. I was really happy when you were there and they play Hard School. The other Twitter account, I don't know her name, but GN'R girlfriend. Yeah, I don't remember her Twitter. GN'R girlfriend. No. Oh, forgot. He's a very famous too. He was there. I was very happy to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, and here I am thinking again, Baltimore is a large trip, but not compared to you guys. So are you one of those fans that you really are going to freak out about the set list if they don't play a certain song? If you only heard Hard School, would you be fine? Like, what did you like about the set list?
I was looking too. Oh my god. But they obviously don't play. But was so nice to hear Absurd and Hard School live. It's totally different than videos. Yes. And the band was very, very, very good. They sound really amazing. I was impressed. Yesterday is one of their favorite perform right now. You understand? I can repeat too because I think Portuguese and translate to English is so hard for me. Sorry.
Again, I wish I was as smart as you. I struggled in Spanish in high school. I struggled in French in college. It's just so no worries.
I want to say a lot of more, but I can translate fast. Sorry.
And you know what? You can say it in Portuguese anyway. Teach us something. You know.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. So you were, yeah, I mean, you're right. Hard School and Absurd, because I was not a fan of Silkworms, but the first time I heard Absurd, I just don't know what, we can break down what they did to it. We have, but they changed it to where I loved it. Hard School is great. How did Axel sound on it? How did Axel sound?
We don't go.
That's okay. How did Axel, how did he sound? Does Axel sound good?
He did.
Yeah,
he did very well for the first show. He did very well.
See, that's something too, because people think Axel needs a few shows to get off the ground. And again, last year I never go to 3 shows in a year. I happened to go to that first show in Hershey Park, and it wasn't his best show. It was good, but he got stronger. So he started out strong. So William, what were you looking forward to hearing?
Well, I thought they sound checked a lot of rare songs, so I was like, if I can hear like one song that is quite of rare, I'm gonna be really happy. And I got 6 songs that I never heard them do before. This was my show that I saw. So I got, of course, Frequency Live, You're Crazy, the fast version, and I Wanna Be Your Dog, Walk All Over You, and Hard School, and Absurd. So amazing for me. But I gotta say about Axel's voice, online, he was having some issues with the monitors during Better and Coma. He always sounded good. It was just, I saw him like pointing to his monitor, guys, put me lower, then maybe 1 minute later, put me louder. And then he stopped singing for a while to like talk to his crew, but he always sounded good. So that was perfect. But
I always find that interesting because he did that at that Hershey show, where he was having sound issues. And I mean, I don't know the sound guy. Do they have another sound guy? Why is he always having monitor? Get a new ear monitor, right? I mean, what do I know? I mean, I'm sure he's looked into it.
It was on Better, right? He
Better
with the crew.
Yeah.
Coma, Axel said something about health issues. I don't know. I don't understand where I didn't understand where I am. But
what happened?
Axel said something like that.
Yeah, what happened? He like was talking to his crew, and then he missed that part when he goes, "What the fuck is going on? God damn it!"
Yeah.
He didn't sing it, and because he was like late by talking to the crew, and then he like apologized, like, I'm having some issues here, I hope you understand. And then he continued singing well.
Was on the issues what he spoke, or healthy issues? I understand their healthy issues. I don't know. I can miss
sound issues.
Just
sound issues.
Sound issues, not health issues.
I Twitter health issues because I understand that at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for the fake news, guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I saw him blowing his nose once between songs. He was blowing his nose, but
I don't think that's breaking news. We don't need to say,
that's not
Axel's got boogers.
Okay.
Okay, so that's interesting. And again, this is a different Axl Rose that battles through these moments, not throwing a tantrum.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a big moment in the song. That's the song. That's the part that I love singing along to. What the fuck is going on in that hotel, Gabriel? See how I segued it into what's.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute it.
I know. It's all good, bud. We're having fun here.
Out of the 7 shows I've seen, I've never seen Axl so energetic. He rarely went off. He always like stayed dancing in the corner or somewhere. I've never seen him in so good like spirits or so much energy. was really in a good mood.
What
I was
about
impressed too about his energy. Since the first song to Paradise City, he's always walking, making wave with the hands.
And
Was
talking
a
between every song.
very energy.
Yeah, I know. And guy's 60. He's 60 doing this. You know,
Yeah.
and it's a long set list. It's not like it's a 20 song. It's almost 30 songs that he played.
But 3 hours, exactly 3 hours.
And there's 3 hours. There are bands that don't do half that. You know?
Yeah, there's a band called Metallica. They play less than 20 songs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there are longer songs, I guess, but not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, no.
they play like 16 songs now, but it's still a 2-hour show. But
That's not.
I really like Metallica, but it hurts a little when you got at least less than 20 songs.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So with Guns N' Roses, and again to show people who still complain about the set list, I just can't help you. What was the reaction to Reckless Life being played for the first time since 1993?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really amazing. I don't expect. I heard the soundtrack, but I was like, I can't believe they will play this song.
that's a good reaction. Really good. I gotta say, the AC/DC song, "Walk All Over You." At first, the crowd was like, "What? What?" And
I was like this.
yeah, I loved it. They played it so well, and he sang it so well. And also, I could say, Absurd. It's not a crowd pleaser. And there was like, I was jumping a little bit, and there were 2 other people jumping during Absurd, and Axel saw one of them jumping, and I had pointed to that person like, yeah.
Yeah, pussy full of maggots. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? It's amazing, that song. It really is. And
I love it.
I love it too. It's so easy to hate, but I think if you really you got to listen to it as a whole. You know, this band as a whole, and if that is just one crayon in their crayon box, that's like that's got to be there, man. That's at this point, I would be disappointed if I didn't hear it live. So the fact that you mentioned the AC/DC song that they covered, you know, it's funny. I'm Walk All Over You. I'm a big AC/DC fan, but I wasn't just like, that wasn't a song that I had thought about in years.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was even like, wait, what is this? And there's an official video online of a Bon Scott, you know, singing the song. And then you watch Axel do it. And I'm like, wow, man, there's got to be a part of him, right, guys, that misses singing in AC/DC. Like he wishes he was still in AC/DC. I kind of think that. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. Well, at least it's so fun to do that. Why not? Better to do it here than at home.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
Brando, you got the chance to see Axel with AC/DC, right?
Yeah, might be the best concert I've ever seen was Axel DC at Madison Square Garden, and I was lucky that I had very close seats, which usually doesn't happen. I guess I happened to get him through a radio friend, and it was just total rasp. It was just, I've never been that close to Axel. He sounded amazing. And yeah, it just makes me wish. It bummed me out when I heard that nothing came of it. When I think Angus Young mentioned no new music came of it. Yeah. That I wanted like an Axel track on the new AC/DC record. So I don't know, but it was what it was. It was a shooting star, I guess. You saw it or you didn't. Hopefully a live album one day. I don't know why there wouldn't be. I don't know why, but still, yeah. While I experienced that, I didn't experience Guns N' Roses in Portugal. I mean, that's still ridiculous. And then it's interesting. You're crazy. I wonder why they changed, because they have played that.
I don't know.
But slow, or they'll play it mid tempo, but never like Appetite, and they played it like Appetite. Did that surprise you both?
And there was a surprise because the first soundtrack, the first soundtrack. They played the slow version with Axel.
Okay, they play this. So yeah,
because there is no video, but there is a little clip in one Instagram. I don't remember the name. There's Frank, the intro that Frank does. the slow version.
Yeah.
I was get by surprise when they played the fast version.
Oh, and
Wow.
speaking of Frank Gabriel, you met him, didn't you?
Yeah, nice guy, very nice guy. Was fast chat, but he was so nice to me.
Nice.
How'd that happen? Where did you meet him?
I went to my cousin's house and I spoke to her. I was on Sheraton here in Portugal, and she said to me, probably they will be at Ritz. Oh, Ritz? Yes, the famous hotel that every band got here, stay there. I'll go. I went there the next day. I saw Del James too, but I don't talk to him because he was working. I don't want to bother his work. And I saw the Young Road too, Natalia and the other kid. I forgot the name, but I don't speak with because they are child. I don't want to bother children. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I get
it. No problem. And I was like 3 hours waiting, and Frank shows up. So that he was on a hurry. I yelled, Frank, come here, please. Like a real fan. Come here, please. Let's take a picture with you. I'm from Brazil. I sort of I was without a mask. He'll say to me to not put on, but he didn't want to come so close. I told him I have a mask I can put, and so they came to take a picture with me.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. And I saw Frank was wearing a mask on stage at the end.
Yeah,
but
he always on the mask.
You know what though? Whatever people's thoughts are on about that, Guns-N' Roses are like the only band that got through a tour without really any cancellations. They're, every other band, even their opening acts, Mammoth had problems. So whatever GN'R is doing, do it. And I totally get it. It's you want to meet, it would be cool to meet Del James, but he's working. You're being respectful. You see young roadies who are the LeBase family, I guess.
Yes.
The nieces and nephews and sisters, that whole family of Team Brazil. They have an Instagram, and they're always showing, it's really cool what they do with the Young Roadie account and what Susan McKagan does, and also what Megan does, and all these behind the videos. And I guess it's really cool. And as a fan,
we have a lot to thank Megan, all of her videos.
Yeah, well, thank Megan. However, I got to point out, and I don't usually watch Susan's live streams because they're usually like modeling stuff, and it's just not my thing. However, I turned this one on, and it's Duff on a couch, almost naked, like in his underwear, with an acoustic guitar, kind of like Jenny and Forrest Gump, playing the Beatles' Blackbird. And then she's like, "All right, sing, play it again," and Duff's like, too much pressure, so even he embarrassed him. So I thought that was a funny video. And
they played Blackbird yesterday before Patience with Class and Richard, and after came in with just the they played it.
Oh wow!
Instrumentally.
Interesting.
I have a video I will post on Twitter, but Twitter don't allow to play long videos, so just a part.
Yeah, just like if anyone sees all my videos, it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yes.
So whenever I post highlights of episodes, that's why they're never that long. But still, if you want the long episodes, go watch the full thing, or go to the show if you want to watch the whole video. Actually be there, I guess. Did you either of you go to because I know with this band, merch is a big thing. And I know we spoke about the hat you got last year, William, but did you guys get any of the new merch this year? Anything cool, like the new lithograph? Okay, I see a t-shirt. Look at that from Gabriel. Official Lisbon.
Yes, the one with the dates was sold out too early.
Okay, you got to get there early. Just like how people ask me about the lithographs, because I have a few. I only got one by myself. I think the other one, I have one in Fargo that was sent to me by a listener, Eric, in Ohio, and the Hawaii one was sent to me by Arian Bueller, the artist, who also designed Last Night in Portugal. So it's just very cool that follow Arian Bueller on Instagram. I mean, the guy does the Rolling Stones as well, does Bob Marley. So okay, cool. Because I know that's a big thing. Not everybody wants to. I like merch, although I'm still regretting. I paid $100 for a sweatshirt last year. I don't know why. I regret it.
I don't buy the lithograph because it's so expensive to me.
Yeah. I didn't have a Guns N' Roses sweatshirt, so it was an impulse buy. Whatever. Anything that you guys felt like, any highlights from the show that you like that stuck out to you, that maybe you saw some fans, like some young fans singing along, or a special moment for you? I would love to hear like what was your special moments of the show in Portugal.
It has to be the set list and Axel's like, let's try anything kind of move, because I saw that they weren't really ready for that set list. They had like a little talks between songs, like what should we do now? And then like, okay, coma, okay, Reckless Life, okay.
But fans like that though. We want a little bit of guessing. So okay.
Yeah.
So the overall, okay. So I love that. Any more shows for you, William, this year?
Prague.
You said Prague. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have to keep us updated on that. Absolutely.
I will. Yeah.
And since and him as, if you follow Appetite for Distortion on Facebook, William, aka Rebel, you've just been a very cool fan of the podcast for a while, and I appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's why I want to take the opportunity when you sent me all these videos and you sent me your review. I'm like, let me have you tell it on the air. I wanted to ask you, as a GN'R fan, what's your favorite piece of memorabilia? And Gabriel, I'm going to ask the same thing.
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that, but I didn't prepare. Oh, yeah. I met Bumblefoot and he gave me his guitar pick. So,
okay.
That's the one.
I will say this too, even though I can't seem to get Bumblefoot on the show, he always retweets me whenever I tag him and stuff. So I appreciate that. So thank you.
Bumble is a cool guy.
He is a good guy. I just know some people, my podcast is, people watch it and there's a lot of clickbait that comes out of it. Not my fault. So people try to avoid it. It's just nature of the beast. It is what it is. So anyway, very cool. Rebel. William the Rebel. I should have been calling you that the entire time. What about you, Gabe? What's your favorite piece of GN'R memorabilia?
GN'R what? Sorry?
Memorabilia. It could be like a t-shirt, a ticket, autographs, like a collectible.
I have 2 guitar picks from Bumble from Rio, when they back in the 2014. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I have 2 picks from Bumble. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
We must have the same one then.
Everyone, and you know
with the monster.
Monster
printed.
and the Abnormal at the other
side. Very good album.
Yeah. And you know what? Even I have a Bumblefoot autograph. I have it on a ticket from 2006 in Ottawa. It's somewhere.
Nice.
It's somewhere. Gabriel, I really appreciate you coming on to do this, because I know it could be daunting, and you were like, I got broken English, and I was like, so do I.
I'm really shy because my English. I can understand you, but speak to me is a little hard.
You did great. I think you did absolutely great. And same to you, William. And I don't want to forget, because I want to reach out to all these different fans from across the world. So whether, William, if you want to come back, or if you have friends that are going to the show in Prague, if Gabriel, if you know friends again that are going to be in shows in South America. I know, I believe the guy who runs GN'R Pseudo America on Twitter. Yeah, he wants to come on to do that. So that's going to be great.
I'm going to Prague with my girlfriend. It's going to be her first GN'R show ever.
Okay. Yep. So we may need to do a little double date there, Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. And I don't want to forget, because I like inviting all sorts of people. And again, with the time difference here, I really appreciate you guys staying up. This is from Maria, and on Twitter, and she is another awesome listener of mine. And she tweeted, and she couldn't make this episode because she's a teacher and she has to rest.
Right.
Tomorrow's Monday, you know.
Yeah.
You can rock and roll on the weekend, but not, you know, Sunday night.
I'm on vacation, so no problem.
Perfect. She writes, "It was such an amazing show. I'm exhausted. Sang and jumped all throughout the concert. How is it possible they keep getting better year after year? And Axel, OMG, he is a bleeping legend." So thanks, Maria, for your short review. I just wanted to give her a shout out on the podcast. So thank you both again, William and Gabriel. Again, I'm going to do more of these fan reviews. If you want to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, theafgshow@gmail.com. You want to take part, send me a DM, PM, however you want to do it. And also, I'll give you a teaser as far as some episodes, some interviews coming up. So we got Jason Bonham, right?
Right.
Jason Bonham from Sammy in the Circle, of course, son of legendary John Bonham. He's coming up. Michael Anthony from Van Halen, also Sammy in the Circle, is coming up. Fuel, I will have the guitarist Carl from Fuel. He wrote Hemorrhage and Shimmer, and he wrote all their biggest hits. And I'm going to get the guys from Lit back on again, and we'll see if they ever found those Use Your Illusion stairs. They used to have the actual stage from Use Your Illusion for their setup when they were practicing. They lost it, so let's see if there's an update there. So stay tuned. We'll see what else is to come. Again, social media, that's how the conversation continues in between these broadcasts. All right, I've lisped enough today. I got to take this big tooth out.
Brando,
go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Brando, I have I have a podcast too, and I really like what you do. So I listened a lot to you to try and get some tips for you. It's from Brazil, podcast with Brazilian bands, no big deal, but
what's the name of the podcast? What's the name of your podcast?
It's a Corona Rock Brazil from coronavirus, you know, but it's Corona Rock Brazil.
Well, that's very cool, man. Yeah. I'm lucky that a lot of these social media places translate, you know, comments and things, because I see people from all over the world, Brazil, that follow me on social media. So I'm sure people will be interested to hear that.
Yeah.
So thanks for mentioning that.
And in general, when people going to reply our countries, you can speak in your nature language. I will translate on Google, no problem. It's a Twitter for everybody in the world, no problem.
Hey, I do the same thing too, man. I really do. I will go to Google Translate and respond back because I think it's respectful. They're able to read mine in English, I guess. So it's very, I guess, again, I wish I can retain it in this brain. I can retain GN'Roses facts, but not other languages. So, Gabriel, William, awesome. Until next time, when are you going to see the next episode of Appetite for Distortion? Well, in the words of Axl Rose concerning Chinese democracy, you'll see it. I don't know if soon is the word.